way of doing it. Okay, save the game and make sure we are prepared somewhat well. Something about the curve of the path ahead of you gives you pause. The obscured sight lines. You recognize this as a good site for an ambush. At the same time, you don't hear anything out of the ordinary. Actually, don't hear anything at all. No hum of insects, no rustling of animals. Even the air has stilled, which is a good sign that something is amiss. Because the only reason why insects start getting silent, or well, natural sounds get disturbed, it's usually because humans are close by. Or well, in this case, I guess Kif in general. Well, we could make it athletic, or we could investigate our surroundings. As you move carefully forward, you spot a massive Lagufef slinking through the wild grove. Even crouched, the wilder towers among the tropical trees. It wears a bleached skull on its head. You decide not to risk whatever may be ahead and turn back along the road. Perhaps you can find another path to your destination. I don't think so. Honestly, I think we have to pass through here. Go on ahead, Seraphim. Seaman first, after all. Yeah, let's do it athletic-wise. A sharp intake of breath follows a quiet thump. You look toward the sound to find a feathered dart protruding from another side. The companion blinks at the projector for a moment, before tearing it free and throwing it aside. Another stumbles sideways, then points past you. This was injured. With long, flailing limbs, a colossal figure charges toward you, its bulbous eyes filled with hunger. I kinda thought that if we do it in a very athletic way, we could avoid that, but apparently we can't. You know, doing some ninja grabbing stuff, like twirling the dart out of the air, punching it away with our shields or something. Jesus fucking Christ, he really is a skulking terror. Look at those fucking skulls above his head. This is not gonna be nice.
This thing isn't doing the job.
Yeah.
This is really not gonna go nice.
Uh-huh.
Shit. Oh, shit. Got it down. That's good. Use the fucking time to heal yourself, because fucking hell this hurts.
Quick. Something else.
We do have some tentacles in play now, which usually means we're on a good path. Come on, murder it, please. It is doing a somewhat horrible... Yes. Jesus Christ. You know, game, if you could give me a precise data after I have basically skulked his asshole out, like, this one is really tough, don't try to file it outright, I would have probably avoided this for quite a while. Jesus Christ, game. Game's like, no, I'm just going to let you run into that and get murdered. Accept this with grace. Yes, I know, Kitty, I know you're hungry. But think about your stomach. I don't really, am in the habit of enjoying taking care of your fucking vomit all over the place. Also, you have a tendency to vomit on my fucking carpet. You know, he could potentially just vomit on the floor. That would be okay-ish. But no. If given half a choice, he will vomit straight up on the bloody carpet. Fucking Kitty, let me tell you. He has a strange tendencies like that. Some might call it unnatural. Just a little bit. I would say that's just like, like a cat. A saber. Okay. Scrolls of fire. Well, ray of fire. And, well, I guess now I kinda have to find out how to save the fucking hatchlings. This is gonna be fun. Sweet. Straining at the bounding malls. Yeah, but that artwork looks sick. Quite literally sick. It's not its usual, nice jade coloring, which makes me somewhat confused and scared. What's to happen? Oh boy. Click the button. The machine at the base of the pillar is in bad shape. The hardware panels are warped and the copper is corroded. But it looks whole. A high, keening sound comes from the Adra. Examine the machine. You check the copper connections and knobs. Everything appears to be intact, but none of the essence in the pillar runs through it. Keening grows louder. Activate the machine. You turn the Yadra wheel and adjust some of the sliders. At first nothing happens. You feel a fluctuation in the ether. The waning grows louder. Okay. A sense moves within the Yadra, opening a dimension as raw and distorted as a fresh wound. Something in that place pulls at your soul. Distant voices cry out again. We're gonna regret going in there, aren't we? Yay for regrets! Project your body within. Swoop! Just slumping inside, like we mean it. It looks fleshy. A force within Yadra tucks your soul from your body and into a realm of pure essence. Become aware of a fragmented, dreamlike landscape. It's not a physical place, but rather a shape your mind has formed with the teeming energy. So is your presence in it.
I thought I was taller.
Your actual body is still in Okokohara. You feel the cold tiles beneath it and smell the dusty air around it, but you cannot return to it. Something here has a hold on you. The voices you heard outside the pillar scream and wail somewhere close by. Who dares scream at me? Might this be a good opportunity to take a rest? Oh, I can't. I should have thought about that beforehand, shouldn't I? Who are you, bunch of bitches? Shit, they have a mage. Shit! You reach the source of the tumult, a festering mass of corruption. Hundreds of souls cry out within it, trapped and twisted by the accumulating decay.
That is not a good way to go.
Yeah, no shit. A handful of souls, still fresh and mostly whole, surface to confront you. One of them separates out from the others and stares you down with grim, hateful intensity.
You do not belong here.
The speaker takes the form of an old Huana man, his visage shifting as if reflected in rippling water. He's not a physical presence, but rather a soul-given shape. Who are you?
We are the dead.
You don't say, bitch boy.
We're talking to a lost soul? Hold on, before you say any more, look into the light of my lantern.
Eager, she raises the lantern high, shaking it back and forth to scatter the light around in a skittering dance. He bares his teeth at her and screams as the trickle of essence leaves his body. When he looks away, the trickle stops.
Maybe you're dead. I do not see Tangaloa's mouth or Sirono's doors anywhere.
Oh, great. A dead one that doesn't admit it's dead.
My storm reads Pokokahara. Ngati's fist drags Valiant ships to the deep. If you come to stop this, you have already failed.
Well, you're responsible for the storms then. How so?
Ngati holds our souls in this swamp, cut off from the sea. The flow of essence stops here.
And rots, apparently.
Yeah, I kinda saw that.
What do you mean, rots? Souls are going bad, cut off from the cycle? My lantern looks fine and healthy, though.
I don't claim to understand it, girl. I'm a miner, not a mystic.
Well, great.
The
Very good.
cistern overflows into the world of the living, stirring the sea and skies with the fury of the goddess, bringing storms.
A very practical perspective. There's nothing divine about broken machinery around an Adra pillar.
The gods laugh at machines, I say.
Yeah, but there was a fucking machine right there, you
Nothing built of
idiot.
Kith hands can wrest away their will.
Also, we already know the gods are just very mighty, powerful beings, but they are not truly gods.
No souls travel through.
That's a bit of an asshole-ish
the Adra
bunch, to
screams.
put it mildly.
Ngati grins.
Ngati can suck
showing
my
their
whatever, my womanly bits apparently, because my character is a woman in this case, so my womanly bits, I don't care. Like all the other gods. I mean seriously, those gods have nothing but a troublesome bunch of assholes so far. They either ask us for impossible tasks, they bind us to their will, you know, through blackmail, and other such nonsense. Why the fuck anyone would want to follow them is beyond me.
This is where Valiant's scheming
I mean,
ends.
apart from where they are really powerful
Ngati's
beings, they can
servant
crush you.
Holds the dam closed to flood the living world with her vengeance.
Yeah, it's another one of those, oh, the gods are angry at us. Yeah, yawn. I have heard that before. What can we do here? We can go history. Pushing out Valioni exchanges trading post for Rautian warships.
Their ships also sink when the winds tip them over. Akira.
Yeah, every ship sinks if enough wind is there to tip them over, you bloody idiot. That also means that no one can travel the fucking seas.
I am the storm of my people. Adra is the staff I wave to churn Ngati's kingdom.
I kinda wanna fight him just to, you know, bludgeon him over the head with a mace, because he's an asshole and an idiot, but my main tank is somewhat wounded.
Compensating, are we?
Yes, yeah. Pretty sure he's a very small one.
You will not laugh when I scatter your soul to the breeze.
I will actually check your pants once you're dead.
Madiko, to arrive at the far side of death and find this babbling brook.
The Valians will not overrun us while I have the strength to repel them.
Well, these storms chase away fish and blood. Perhaps you're the one kidding Tikavara.
Fool! Ngati will stop churning the seas when the outsiders leave. Then I will be reborn as a Rana.
Oh boy, that guy is dumb as a bag of very dumb things, honestly. There are too many things I could mention here, but you know.
Pirates and slavers drove my tribe from our old roots and havens.
Yes, everybody hates the neighbor, especially
Now,
those bad ones.
The Valians do the same with paper. They come to pull Adra from the earth and mill it like grain.
Yeah, but at least they're paying for it, man. Think about the opportunities here.
Welcome, Plankenet. You have your story and I have mine.
There is nothing more to say. Here at the end, outsider lies are a dull edge.
Well, to put it mildly, you've all right. Maybe I can help you move on, because honestly, the dead should shut the fuck up.
This is where all things stop. No one leaves, I say.
Yeah, that is the problem. The dead should probably, you know, lessen their grip on the living and let them fucking live their life for once.
Akosi, let's not be hasty. Some of us still have bodies out there. You don't plan on staying here, Ak? Why not let us tag along and see if we can reunite with our... what we left behind?
Metaphysics never ends well when you stuff mismatched essence into one body.
You're not lying, are you?
Oh, we're experts.
You've all served your captain with distinction. But I think this is where we part ways.
These mistresses heal the crew, many of whom vanish on the spot, souls joining the ambient ether. Visit notes to you and depart soon after, grimacing, and Haru advances. Well, that makes it easier. Okay, do we have one more mage? No, we don't. Okay, with no mages left, I'm somewhat feeling pleased with myself. Tentacle power. We need a tentacle in here. We need it now. You run forward. You give me a blessing. Blessing in disguise, isn't it?
Something else.
Good. Very good. Now do some healing.
Let's go.
Now give me a healing circle, because, you know, I want some pots going on. So far so good. Yes, I know, you're not penetrating very well, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, there, you're still somewhat suffering, yeah? Why don't you give the guy a good, nice little kick? Okay, he's dead. Well, that makes it easier.
Yeah?
Well, he has managed to heal himself completely, but he's alone now. That was... I don't think he really thought this through, did he? Ouch.
Let's go. Watch it.
Okay, that firewall was absolutely fucking overkill. You subdue the furious souls, ripping them into motes of their constituent essence. Beyond the cloud of essence, you feel the pull of the cycle, a force that steadily increases. This pillar remains steadfastly blocked from the natural flow. Power still hums through the essence. Sending it through the cycle would restore the air around you. Fragmenting it would detonate the delicate balance of power, destroying the pillar. Either way, the steady tug of the beyond grows. You must decide quickly. Well, I guess we're gonna return things to the natural flow, restoring its luminosity. Luminosity? Yes, language is difficult, especially when the hour grows late. You push the essence through the widening channel to the beyond. A churn has been away. Suddenly, he is around you. Develops into a churning maelstrom. Pull yourself back toward your body, or the force rips your soul away. Can I plunder some things from the dead, please?
Hey.
Well, apparently I can't. Well, I mean, to be fair, it would be kind of unrealistic if I could take stuff from them, because technically they are, you know, souls. They're not physical objects. Not any longer. You cling to the teaser of your soul, racing to the safety of the material world, even as the immaterial one warps around you. Essence floods the newly restored Adra, filling it with a light and heat. It is both agonizing and rapturous. Return to your body, feeling as though you've just fallen into it from a mountain top. Your companions gasp and groan beside you. You cover your face against the light radiating from the restored Adra. Well, I guess all is back as should be. That's good, I suppose, I hope. I think. Let's update it. But I guess I can now go back and actually talk to the guy and be like, well, we dealt with